narrative surrounding Arsenal's upcoming fixtures has taken a predictable yet potentially perilous turn. Following a demanding period of matches, the collective gaze has already shifted beyond the immediate challenge, treating the visit of Brentford as little more than a convenient stepping stone. This prevailing attitude represents a fundamental misreading of both the opponent and the current moment. While the latest injury updates offer a significant boost, they do not diminish the very real threat posed by Thomas Frank's side. The key to navigating this period isn't merely about welcoming back talent, it's about recalibrating our perspective and understanding why this specific game demands our utmost respect and focus. The primary piece of encouraging news revolves around the defensive axis. Mikel Arteta's recent comments, while characteristically guarded, pointed towards William Saliba being a matter of days away from a return. The nature of his issue has been described as somewhat unclear, necessitating a careful reintegration. But the proximity of his comeback is the most important detail. The impact of his absence in the recent fixture was palpable. While his deputies are undoubtedly talented players with bright futures, the seamless, almost telepathic understanding Saliba shares with Gabriel Magalhaes is the bedrock upon which Arsenal's defensive stability has been built. Without him, there was a discernible drop in collective composure and a slight fraying of the unit's edges. The Premier League's best defensive record this season is not a happy accident. It is a meticulously crafted system where Saliba is the indispensable cornerstone. His potential return isn't just about adding a quality player, it's about restoring the entire defensive mechanism to its optimum dominant state. This restoration is not a luxury for the Brentford game, it is a necessity. To dismiss Brentford as a benign opponent is to ignore the potent weaponry they possess. Upplay, his aerial prowess, his clever movement and his ice-cool finishing makes him a nightmare for any defensive pairing. He is a complete, proven Premier League striker who thrives on physical battles and punishes lapses in concentration. Facing him with a patched-up or unsettled back line is an invitation for trouble. His presence alone elevates Brentford's threat level and demands that Arsenal's defence, hopefully marshalled once more by Saliba, operates at its highest level. Beyond the individual brilliance of Tony, the broader context of the league table further debunks the myth of this being a straightforward fixture. A cursory glance at the standings, placing Brentford in the mid-table region, can be deceptive. The compression of points beneath the very top is extraordinary. The gap separating the chasing pack from the teams in the upper middle section is minimal. Brentford, on their day, are more than capable of securing results against ambitious sides, a fact they have demonstrated repeatedly in recent seasons. Their form does show a pronounced reliance on home comforts, with a significant majority of their points being earned at the G-Tech Community Stadium. While this is a point in Arsenal's favour as the host, it simultaneously underscores a crucial psychological edge for the Gunners. They must exploit this away day vulnerability and not allow Brentford to grow into the game or gain a foothold that belies their travel sickness. Complacency is the fuel that could ignite Brentford's away form. This brings us to the central dilemma facing Mikel Arteta: team selection. The instinct, with a massive clash against Aston Villa on the horizon, is to rotate and preserve energy. However, this must be balanced against the very real need for a performance that reasserts control and momentum after a slightly disjointed display. The core question is one of risk versus reward. In an ideal scenario, key players would be afforded a rest. But the competitive reality of the Premier League rarely allows for such luxuries, especially against a well-organised team with a match winner like Tony. The foundation of the team picks itself, with David Raya in goal. The right-back position seems settled with Ben White, whose consistency has been remarkable. The left-back role, however, presents a choice. While Alexander Zinchenko offers unparalleled technical ability in build-up phases, the more defensively robust Takahiro Tomiyasu might be the prudent selection against Brentford's direct and physical approach, especially if the back four is regaining its key partnership. The heart of the defence, as discussed, yearns for the reunion of Saliba and Gabriel. Their partnership is the single most effective antidote to the specific threat Brentford carries. The midfield pivot of Declan Rice and Martin Ødegaard is non-negotiable for a game where control is paramount. Rice's ability to break up play and shield the defence is crucial against a team to transition quickly, while Ødegaard's creativity and pressing from the front are key to unlocking what will likely be a compact defensive block. The third midfield berth is the subject of much debate. Kai Havertz's recent contributions have been significant, offering a unique blend of physicality and late-arriving threat. However, the more traditional double pivot security of Jorginho, alongside Rice, could provide the ultimate platform for control, allowing the advanced players the freedom to attack without excessive defensive concern. This would be a safety-first approach that acknowledges the need to win the physical and tactical battle first. In the attacking line, Bukayo Saka's inclusion on the right is automatic. The central striker role presents a fascinating tactical decision. Gabriel Jesus, with his incredible work ethic and link-up play, is a fantastic option. But Eddie Nketiah offers a more permanent penalty box presence. Against a physically imposing Brentford backline, Nketiah's tendency to play on the shoulder and look for runs in behind could be a valuable asset, providing a direct outlet and pinning defenders. On the left, if everyone is fit, the intelligence and goal threat of Leandro Trossard makes him a compelling choice. His clever movement and sharp finishing could be the difference in a tight game. However, the energetic drive of Gabriel Martinelli, looking to redeem himself after a quieter outing, offers a different kind of problem for the opposition. The ultimate objective for Arsenal in this match must be to re-establish a sense of authority. The performance against Chelsea, while yielding a point, lacked the iron-fisted control that has defined their best outings this season. Brentford represents the perfect opportunity to recalibrate. This is not merely a game to be navigated, it is a game to be dominated. A convincing victory built on a solid defensive display and controlled, penetrating, attacking play would silence the faint murmurs of doubt that emerge after any minor stumble and send a powerful message ahead of the Villa showdown. It would prove that the Chelsea performance was a minor blip in a demanding schedule, not the beginnings of a trend. Brentford are not a side to be scoffed at. They are a side to be professionally and ruthlessly dismantled. The return of key personnel is a boost, but the correct mentality, one of focused respect rather than arrogant presumption, is what will ultimately secure the 3 points and keep the title charge perfectly on track.